Where are we in the crypto market right now? Should you be buying? Should you be selling? It's so boring right now. I know, I get it, but there's a few charts that I want you to check out today that are really going to give you a good insight as to what you should be doing with your crypto capital. Now, my name is Ben, the founder and CEO of Collective Shift, where we've helped over 10,000 people invest safely and securely into crypto by giving them a short, simple, actionable insights for investors to make your life so much easier. And today I'm going to share you all those little secrets with the strategies we've been teaching today with a couple of charts that I think it's really going to help you out. So stick to the end where I give you exactly what we're doing in the short term and long term with our capital in crypto. Now, let's get into it. And for Bitcoin, we're going to start off with Bitcoin. There's one chart in particular which I think you're going to really enjoy, which is the MVRV ratio. Now, this is a new little chart that we pulled out from our on-chain analyst Checkmate, which looks at the market value versus the real value. Now, the market value is basically what the market is paying for Bitcoin. So what the last traded price of Bitcoin is versus the realized value, which is the average price that people have paid for the total Bitcoins currently out there, which we can find on our on-chain metrics. I'm going to show you a chart in a second, but we've actually found a historic buy range right now under that ratio. Anything sub $20,000 is showing us that the value and price are actually disjointed and we can actually get a good entry. So I'm going to chat on that as well in this video. Plus, good signs with a Lightning Network. The Lightning Network is our ability to basically have that app on top of Bitcoin, which allows us to do much faster micro transactions, which I'm super excited about. Some development there that's going on, plus some shorter term dire bearish on-chain metrics, but some long-term bullish ones I'm going to show you in a second. But first of all, the Bitcoin MVRV ratio, which is basically, as I mentioned, that ratio between market cap and realized cap. So we can actually look on chain and see the difference between the price Bitcoin's trading at and the value that it's producing. Now, so in the bull markets, what we tend to see is the value stays around the same, but the price increases. So we get that because of that euphoric nature. People are loving it. They're piling into Bitcoin. They want to buy, and we get that price that actually exceeds the value. So that's where we happened back in November last year. The price of Bitcoin went way above the value it was actually creating for society. Now, we also get that in the bear markets where the value comes down, but not as far as where the price is. And we're currently getting that differentiator between value and price right now to the downside, which is a great entry point. And this is the chart. So anything below $1, you can see here on this dotted line, basically gives us that historic buy range. So this has happened 5 times in the past: 2012, 2015, 2019, and 2020, and now 2022. Now, every time the MVRV ratio goes below $1, it is followed by a bull market not too long after, which gives us a really good indication right now that I think the price is actually below fair value or the realized value of Bitcoin, which gives us a great indication as a great time to accumulate and buy some Bitcoin. Now, people ask me all the time, Ben, okay, that's great, but who's actually using Bitcoin? What is the value of Bitcoin? Now, the Lightning Network is one of the core reasons why Bitcoin is being utilized more and more across the world for micro transactions, so smaller payments, coffees, transactions, fees, different things like that. And I recently went to Miami to the Bitcoin Miami conference and used my wallet of Satoshi app to pay for things on the Lightning Network. Now, the Bitcoin developers have been working really hard recently on the Lightning Network, and we've seen a huge increase in the capacity for the Lightning Network to be used. So you can see this orange line here has absolutely taken off. This is basically showing us how many transactions can run on the Lightning Network at any one time. It's up to around 4,500 Bitcoins. So really exciting stuff. And we're trying to compete against, I guess, MasterCard, Visa. You think about how many people have one of those debit cards or credit cards across the world, and how many transactions they need to function at any one time for the network to be able to compute that many transactions. We're trying to build that in a decentralized manner, which is why we love Bitcoin. So really awesome stuff on the Bitcoin side. And it's hopefully when we go to a bull market and everyone's using crypto again and using Bitcoin, we won't see those slow transactions that we've seen before on that Lightning Network. Now, our internal on-chain analyst Checkmate is reporting obviously some really negative on-chain metrics in the short term. We're seeing volumes at multi-year lows, really tied in with the global economy where things are really depressed right now. So in the short term, it is a really good time to accumulate. When people are thrown in the towel, when it's boring, we've spoken about this before, and now we've got the on-chain data to back it up, we're actually getting priced lower than the value, which is a great time to buy. And long term, as always, it's a good, strong hodler base, so nothing's really changed there. Now, and the other markets, or the rest of the crypto market, we've also got Ethereum, which is starting its transition to proof of stake, which is really exciting. But we do have opinions on both sides of the story. So Checkmate, our internal on-chain analyst, is very, very bearish about the merge. Matt, our head of research, is very, very bullish about the merge, as well as Nick. So we've got smart people on both sides of the story. The reality is we've never seen this happen before. We're trying to build something that's never been built before. There's a lot of unknowns. So if you are worried, if you are scared, there's no harm in taking some chips off the table, maybe holding it in USDC, holding it in Bitcoin until the merge finishes, and then you can, basically put your chips back in, you can invest back in, or you can sit on the sidelines depending on what happens. There's no harm in doing that. It's completely up to you and your investing strategies. I'm personally not doing anything. I'm happy just to hold, happy to back the Vitalik, the developers. Obviously, there's risk is involved in that, but look, I'm not too phased. I'm pretty happy with my investments. I think Ethereum is going to be continue to go on its run and very, very bullish over the future and long term. And we've also seen so much investment come into this space over the past couple of years. We've got our estimates are around $7 billion worth of capital ready to invest into this market raised by funds that hasn't been deployed yet. So a lot of money there on the sidelines ready to enter this space, which is super bullish. Plus, we've also got those stable coin volumes. We've got a lot of people holding stable coins on exchanges ready to deploy, and the market bottoms out, which is, again, very, very bullish. So people haven't run away just yet. And that's just it for the little market wrap up. So, in the short term, I am going to keep on accumulating in the short term. Long term, always bullish, but in the short term, I think we're probably going to see the market chop around again for the next 6 to 12 months until the economy starts to rebound and until we get closer to the halving. I don't see crypto rebounding anytime soon, but yeah, as I said, great time to accumulate those cheaper cryptos. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you like these videos, please give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it helps us deliver this really good, high quality education in simple terms to the masses, which is what we're trying to do here at Collective Shift. If you're wanting to dive a little bit deeper and you want to see exactly what we're doing with our daily market analysis from our technicals, our sentiment, our fundamentals, and on-chain, we give you a full 360-degree view of crypto every day, so you can keep on top of the markets without having to do all the research yourself. Going to Twitter, Reddit, it's a nightmare. I know it's very difficult to stay on top of everything. We've got a full personalized dashboard where you can plug in your assets, and we give you personalized insights and updates based on what you own, and a lot more developments coming out, which is going to help you become a better investor with the short amount of time you have. So you can head over to Collective Shift. It's $1 for 7 days to try it out. No harm done, but there's only $1. You can try it all out for very quickly and see if you like it. So head over there. The link is below, collectiveshift.io. That is all for me. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye for now.